So today we're playing Madden. I've been versing these sweats, chat. And my first game, like my first game of the season of this, it was so dumb. Like, it lagged him out, but then it gave me the loss. And then it said I got error coded, but it wasn't even my internet. It was dumb. But yeah, if anybody watching this, please like, subscribe, comment. That would make my day.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Marshall now, the return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Chad, should I do this play? Well, not this play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The Hall of Famer Kevin Green in on the stop. In on the tackle, Kevin Green, of course, a member of the 2016 Hall of Fame class, Charles.
Went in on August 6th of 2016. Kevin Green taking his rightful place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And what a speech he gave that night. I can still see him standing up there. And the line that resonated for me, I didn't play this game for any other reason than love and passion. And only a cynic would dispute that if they saw Kevin Green play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Wentz now to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A first down carry for Henry. Open space inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are on the board first here in Vegas. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
I need to buy, I need to get picked on the car.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And then I usually use it.
On play action, Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. That's going to be caught by Nick Malore. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Yes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Then the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, Chet, ready? I'm about to do
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
All right, Chet.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by 9-time programmer Ed Reed. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Dad, I'm doing this, dude, 6-0.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of this opening
Derrick
quarter.
Henry has been
and the
doing
Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their
lead.
lead.
He's been getting these aggressive catches over cornerbacks.
And now the Raiders actually going to line up here to go for 2. Wentz going to look to throw. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Chet, last time I streamed, my Carson Wentz
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, I don't know if I streamed with Carson.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
They'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, now Rodgers. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Now a first carry for their fullback.
Oh, he doesn't have it anymore.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
I want to do something. Let me get him.
They fake the give.
Okay,
Now Rodgers.
Defensive line.
That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
No.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Raiders are back within a score. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it. Buying time to his left.
No.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line.
There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Being chased out left.
Yeet.
And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line. And the lead is going to stay right where it is. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Flushed out right.
Right to me.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Run.
Picked off near the 32.
Oh, yeah.
If you were me, you
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Oh, yay. 31, chat. Sorry if you hear something. I'm just throwing my trash away. The reason I have Adam Balin, or however you pronounce his name, in my top 3 is because he has X factors. I mean, I can just deactivate him, but he's good. Dude, that's a good. That thing I just saw was good. He had like escape artist. Amen, chat.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth.
Shoot.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon.
And we are underway from Kansas City.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Wait, no. Let's do a round there.
Now a handoff to Henry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Johnson.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. A give to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. To throw, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Here's Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Michael Vick. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Since he's running from it, I'm not running from it, but he's running quite a bit. He's running, sending blitzes.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Wentz now on first down.
This will go to Henry out wide.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So here's Vick following the interception, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
On the draw, this is Barkley. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
There, 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On play action, it's Wentz. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Andre Johnson, 35 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. They'll look to throw.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Vick. Steps away to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Vic readies to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back. Complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Throwing is Wentz. Pushes him over. Shedding through the defense. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown Raiders. Derrick Henry, 44 yards.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. Now Wentz. It's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving touchdown.
It's complete. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Raiders are able to add on to their first-half lead.
So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. To throw is Wentz.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First down, Vic. Dancing to his left. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's see if he's going to play Derrick Henry.
Now wins.
Nope.
And right side, Henry's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Raiders are pouring it on. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Mawson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Wentz's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, it's Wentz. Check down here for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Wentz going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Is he really going to run this?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some space here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Vick. Flush to his right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown! Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the silver and black continue to roll. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. Wentz. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here.
Hey, man. Why don't you just leave the game?
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. There wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Oh, he dropped it.
And
that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. The 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Forced out to his left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
All right, peace out, buddy.
It brings up 3rd down.
I mean, that dude. I have no clue.
On 3rd down, Vic. Buying time to his left. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Let's do that. I might try and hit the go route.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Is Derrick Henry open, or is he not?
Now Wentz.
And he's open again.
He completes it to Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
My guy, you got it.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Switch it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Wentz now to throw. Out to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Carson Wentz taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders are pouring it on. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
I mean, I don't mind if you don't leave the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, Wentz. And this complete to Henry over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Doesn't look like he's covering the middles.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Trots over him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
I'm running those rushes.
Throwing now is Wentz. He dumps it off for Henry. And Henry's he lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. A toss right to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
All right, Johnson's open for a touchdown.
He'll look to throw, and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
This doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Vick to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. To throw, Vick steps away. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
If he doesn't, then we take it to the house.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over. There he goes, Brandon Marshall. 30, the 20.
This is my mode, baby.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. One last shot for Michael Vick. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Damn. Yeah, Derek. Yeah, Johnson. Marshall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City.
Aw. Chat, now watch me lose this game. I'm gonna get matched up with some sort of sweat. Watch me get matched up with him again. That'd be so funny. Oh my
we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
Who gets all these Tito's?
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
I may be dead, guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Andy is just a Fields.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Looks like a run. It might be a play action.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Fields. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this 1st quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. On 1st down, it's Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds, and looks like right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Dang, dude, he should have got that.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. This is the tight end right check with it right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. To the air again, Fields. To Barkley on the check down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
I know
the Raider offense set to get this drive started. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Hassan Reddick. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz.
Nope.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Ron, and maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Yes. Yes. Let's go, chat. Let's go. I'm 5-2. As long as we don't get matched up with like some sweaty people, then we're good. Like as long as I make it to the playoffs.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On play action, it's Wentz. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This will go to Henry out wide. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Now at 1st down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Wentz to throw. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz.
Oh.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Play action. Now Wentz. Here's a diving catch right side. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, Wentz. They'll roll him out right.
No, why do you run?
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Maybe that's the middle linebacker check.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And now Beckham, 52 yards. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Should I take this one? Should I
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he stopped immediately there. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On play action, Wentz rolling to his right. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And right side, Henry's got it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Check down here for Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vick. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Vick operating on 1st down. He completes it to Beckham. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Vick's throw complete there to Johnson. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Vick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
Does he hit this?
I think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. He's got Higbee complete right side. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz, and caught by Henry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and
This
final
play could get me in
timeout
the field goal.
as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He completes it to Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought
How do you
down.
spike it?
But a nice little gain. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Vic goes play action. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I'm taking this.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On first down, Wentz. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. On first down, it's Henry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll go for a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. Complete. It's Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He finds his man, complete. That's Henry. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Again, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Working from the gun, Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Wentz going to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Wentz to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4. Touchdown, Raiders! Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Now Wentz. He's got it at the 2. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't get themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Here's 2nd and 9. Once more, it's the fullback Ham. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field. Not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they will take a knee here.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Wentz now on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, Henry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Wentz. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Throwing on first is Wentz. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So here's Vic following the interception. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they almost like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Yeah, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 9, Vick. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Vick. Here's a diving catch right side. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. To throw, Vick. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vick. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2. Minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And right side, Henry's got it. That catch good for only a couple. On play action, Wentz. Rolling to his right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down carry for Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Andre Johnson there to make the grab. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Vick. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now here's Vick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. This will be the final play of the half. Vick flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Vick's throw into the hands of Henry here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Michael Vick. Being chased out left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On the give, here comes Peyton. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Vick to throw on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Boo-boo, 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 boo-boo. Chat, when do you think he's going to resume the game? Let me take a nap. Wake me up when he resumes it. Oh, it's my ball now, mister. Mister, pick your play. Mister, come on.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Flush to his right. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now in KC. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a second down. Wentz now to throw, sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here's Wentz to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Throwing now is Wentz. A check down here for Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on what could be a pivotal third and goal now in a tie ball game. And this is going to be intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Vick. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a third down. Now Michael Vick. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Vick to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Vick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Hopkins' kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Marshall now, the return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
One final try now for Wentz.
And Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked up by Jimmy. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Derrick Henry had 45 yards. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 8. What's better, run or gun? What's better, runner, gun, or bazooka? What's better, runner, gun, or bazooka? Whatever, let me just... What? Dad. 1 sec, chat. I'm gonna end stream. I'll stream later though.